Hello and welcome back to the Motorhome Review channel. Today I'm at Adria Mobile in Slovenia and I'm going to take a first look at the Adria Twin for the 2027 season because there are some changes. The first change is that the range will now be available in the Twin Supreme. We're going to look at that first, and the Twin Select. And there's different layouts depending on which you opt for. Now Supreme is the top end of the range. 3 layouts available, all on the Fiat Ducato. Now this is a first look, so we're not facts and figuring, we're taking our first look. The first thing to mention is that paintwork choices, there are 6 standard colours available, and then there is a special colour, and that is the orange. Many of you will be familiar with the Adria Twin Orange. Well, that is available for 2027, one of my personal favourites. Now let's talk about the Adria Twin Supreme for this season. So I've already told you a choice of colours available on the Fiat. Layouts, so there's 3 separate layouts. The one we're going to look at here, which you can see is actually shown up there, is the SLB. The other model is the SGX and then the SPB. Now the SGX is the well-known drop-down bed variant, and we'll take a look at that shortly. Now in terms of size, on Supreme there's 2 lengths of campervan available. The 6 metres and 36 centimetres length, which is this one here. So the 640s on Adria Twin are 6 metres and 36. And what I always say is, if you look for this little marker light here, that's going to tell you it's a 6 metre 36 centimetre long Fiat based camper. The other length available is the 6 metre campervan, and that layout is on the SPB. So that is the external offside. Let's just venture around the front and take a closer look. So let's start at the front. So we have the Fiat Ducato, the Adria badge, and then up above the large sunroof and the Adria logo. Now there are a few changes for the season, and one of those is the heating system. So for 2027, Adria have used the diesel heating across all their ranges. The SGX though on Twin is the Webasto heating as opposed to Truma, just so you're aware of that. So the habitation door here on the offside, being a European manufacturer, the electric step, and the awning as well. That is the 2-lay wind out awning, the sliding door, the awning light. I'll just pull this across. So on the offside, the awning light, the flush dark tinted windows. There is an option as well to actually have a facility to put the table from the inside outside. That's an optional extra. Our water filling point here. I'm not going into the size of the water tanks while we're here. What we'll do, we'll have a wander around this large tree and take a look at the rear, because the back doors are open. So let's go around the tree. Very Slovenian. So there we go. So this gives us an idea of this layout on the campervan. So these are longitudinal beds. You can sleep down the camper, and we'll also, when we go inside, see the difference in the colour scheme from Supreme to Select. Now the benefit of a layout like this is you're going to get the excellent garage space, as you can see here. The SGX, which has the drop-down bed, is another good one. If outdoor equipment and garage height is important, then that might be the layout. We'll look at that soon. But you will get a plug socket, a 12-volt socket, all this storage, the gas locker storage as well. There's also storage compartments within the door, and then you have got the concertina blind and the fly screen as well. Let's just go down our near side. So heading off down the near side of the Twin Supreme, again a little change in our graphics here. We've got the Adria, it'll tell you the model up there. Again, the tinted flush windows, toilet cassette, grey waste dump, and the vent for that Truma diesel air-blown heating, electric hookup as well, and then the nice finish on there with those LED lights. Let's go inside and take a look. So opening up our sliding door, you will get the full-length fly screen there. And then for this season, if I go in, There is a new shaping here on the cabinet, because one thing you'll find with the Campervans is when you have the kitchen that comes out, it does take this space away. So Adria for the season have made this more contoured, and they have also included a worktop flap as well. That's in the white finish like the rest of the cabinet. So you do get your worktop flap, and then under here you can see some storage with the strong clasps as well as you go in. Part of the manufacturing now for 2027, Adria are also using the EPP, which is this modular recycled plastic. I'm not sure exactly that's not the proper terms for EPP, but that is what it is, and it's lightweight, and the way it's constructed means it can actually be brought in larger sections and installed. Not only is it lightweight, it also reduces rattle in the campervans and the motorhomes, and this new material is evident throughout. Let's have a look at the front. So this is one of our UK vehicles. It is the right-hand drive version. Some of the models at the launch event have been left-hand drive, so if you have watched some of those other videos, ours are right-hand drive, and this is one of our UK vehicles. So you can see the upholstery here, nice dark leather finish with the trim. Then we have a fabric finish and the armrest finished as well. You've also got the Adria logo embossed there. So that's our cab area. Now on this model we have the 4 travel seats. You'll see these are forward facing, so we've got our bench seat. For the new season as well, 2027, there's a lot more plug sockets and USB charging points, and they're dotted about in the campervan. This table has got a black finish, and they have also remodelled the cup holder as well. Now, I can't take it apart here at the launch event, but this does come out separately, and you can hook it outside. When I was mentioning about that optional extra, you can also take the whole table out and hook it outside. Now, if we just bob down to floor level, under here, you've got your USB charging and the plugs, and then the storage here. You can take the table down and store it in the flooring. Again, when I do a full review, I'll demonstrate that for you. But this table's going to completely collapse and store away. So that's perfect if you don't want the table there when you're sat enjoying your leisure space or you're on the road. Now, another thing that is absolutely fabulous in the camper is the light. So here we have the panoramic sunroof at the front, and then this huge sunroof coming all the way back down the camper. It does open, it has got a blind, and it has got a fly screen. And the benefit of this, it's just letting all the natural light in. The cabinets, we have the mono colour on Supreme. They are a matte white finish. And if I open these up, let's climb up on here, what you'll see is that new EPP material is running all the way through there as well. Again, this will reduce noise and it will save weight in the campervan. Close those down, and then underneath we have these little downlighters which you can slide and move about, and another charging point as well. So that's our near side. I'll just move a bit further down into the camper. Television point here. And then over onto the off side, we move into the kitchen space. I already started with the worktop flap. Let's have a look here. So 2 gas burners, a nice little pan on display here, and our sink. The tap in the chrome finish, obviously lift that up. The heating and the hot water, as I already mentioned, from that diesel and electric Truma air blown, unless it's the Webasto on the SGX. Plug socket, more lighting, more of this modular type finish, storage, and then coming across we move down. Now let's move down in the kitchen and also at this floor level. So the flooring, now this has been used across a lot of the Adria models this year, so it's this sort of concretey effect finish in the grey. Then we have the white cabinets with the push and the open. So we have storage here in the twin. And you will also get your grill here, and under here storage as well. Now moving along, we'll take a look next at the bathroom space. So here on the near side, we have a great size all-in-one washroom. The way they've shaped this means we have got a lot of space heading in. I do like this. The window as well, it's frosted so no one can see in, perfect. Then we have storage in this cupboard here. You'll also find somewhere to hang your towels. Adria for 2027 have added more hooks and hangers. So people have said they don't have enough places to hang things. Adria have listened. Into here we then have our Thetford swivel toilet with flush, our fruit bowl sink and the black tap as well. Then we have the mirror and then our shower behind. Let me just manoeuvre this screen and you can see that. So you just give this a pull, move it across and it exposes the shower. So the shower is in a matte black, LED lighting and then the plug there at the bottom. I'll just step in with my backpack on. Don't shower with your backpack, but it just gives you an idea of the room here. And you do have the pull around screen as well, obviously privacy and to keep all the water in. So that's our shower room. I'll just step out and bring that back across just so you can have another look at that. So that is the washroom for the 2027 season. And then we move over to the offside again, where we find a huge Thetford compressor fridge and freezer. So it's the tower fridge and freezer, loads of capacity in this. This runs solely off electric. And now for this year, you're going to get the lithium battery. So when you're off grid, it's going to be running through that lithium battery. There's then various amounts of storage, and as I said about this one, the longitudinal beds running down the camper van, a step to get up, that their flap does come up so you don't have to look into your garage, and then all the cabinets running literally down the sides and across the back. So plenty of room there for all your clothing. You've also got the downlighters, the USB charging points as well, and lots of various types of bright lighting and softer lighting as well, so a real contrast, and a sunroof. Nice. So this is one of the 3 layouts available on the Adria Twin Supreme. All of the Supreme layouts, the 3 of them, are also available with an optional pop top. So that's different to what we're going to see on Select. So if you do want the pop top version, you are going to go for the Adria Twin Supreme. Available in the 600, which is a 6-metre camper van, or the 640, which is 6 metres and 36. One layout in one and 2 layouts in the other. And don't forget all those choices in the paintwork. For me, it'd be the orange. Right, let's move on now to the Adria Twin Select. So Select for this season also has a choice of colours as well in the paintwork, still available on the Fiat, but on this you will not be able to have it in the pop top, and also it only is available in 2 layouts in the one length, and that's the 6 metres and 36 centimetre layout. So let's venture around this side and take a further look at the Twin Select. So let's carry on down the offside. So again, the Select, very much like the Supreme. The habitation door still here on the offside. We've got the awning here and that electric step. And then carrying on, we can see a slight change here in that graphic. So this is the Select graphic, which is different to the Supreme. In fact, what we'll do is we'll just literally do a comparison as we're stood here. So this is the Select, and here we see the Supreme. So you can actually just see the difference there. Not massive to the untrained eye, I appreciate that. It just gives you an idea of Supreme to Select. And you'll also see up here Twin Select and then the model. This being the 640 SGX. As I say, available in the 2 layouts, this one and then the one we've just seen in the SLB. No pop top available. Let's take a look at the SGX. Now, the reason this one's always been very popular for Adria is it has the electric drop-down bed. Now, the drop-down bed, obviously raise that up and you then have all the storage here for those higher items. And this is great for those that do want to put big items in the back, the proper outdoor enthusiasts. The other good thing with this is Although Adria do recommend that you lower the bed fully, you don't have to if that's not practicable. So you do have that option as well. What Adria have done as well on their twins for 2027, they have also got an optional system where you can put a piece here that is an option, and that's going to protect your blind, because on some of the models, some of the owners have said that when they've been in bed, they've actually ended up with the pillows knocking against their blinds. So that's something that's an optional extra. Now you can have a protector on there as well. So this is the back of the SGX, and we can see as well the change in the wood. This is what we're going to see on Select. So let us continue our way round before we go inside. So again, on this one, as I said before, we're having, instead of Truma, the Webasto heating on this model. You'll still have here your electric hookup point and the right-hand drive. This one here, just come off the production line, is a left-hand drive. This is for the European market. Right, let's take a look, because I think this interior is quite a nice finish on the light wood. So opening this up, so straight away we've got the lighter wood here for 2027 season, that curved kitchen space. I'll just come inside. So the electric step. Now on this one, you see the worktop flap is a different colour. This was all white on Supreme. On Select, we've got the grey finish. I'll just pull this up. It's a very dark grey. It's not black, but it is a very dark grey. I'm not sure how that'll come up on the camera. And then here we've got the elastic band storage on Select. Select is the slightly lower specification than the Supreme. But here in the cab, let's have a look at our upholstery. So on this one, this is shown here with the rubber armrests, and then we have the white leather effect material, and then the fabric. I say white, it is a cream, but cream white. Adria embossed on those seats as well. This is all turned round to use into the lounge area. And this one here, so again, different. Select has got the lighter wood table as well. This one does also fold away, and you can collapse that and store it in the floor. I think that's a really good idea. Also, just down there, you'll find the dump for the water, the grey waste tanks you can dump down there. Nice to have it electric. It's a lot easier for some people. Coming up, so the wallboard, I'm just going to put my leg on here. The wallboard has got this fabric finish, and then on the windows, you will get the blinds and the fly screens and the blinds. Concertina blinds as well. A number of the Adria models for 2027 have changed to this concertina style, and that's unusual for a European motorhome and campervan manufacturer. Up at the front on Select, you will still have that big sunroof there, but coming along on this model, you can see it's a smaller sunroof here on Select. And then we have the light wood as well in the cabinets. If I just push these, again, this is using this EPP system throughout, so use of that across the range. The little underlighters, again, there's charging points everywhere, a television bracket. So our lounge on Select, on both the models, Supreme and Select, you'll get the Adria Mac 2.0 digital screen. And then move into our kitchen. So in here, we've still got the gas burners, our sink, and on this one, a bank of drawers. I think potentially because, as far as I know, all Adrias for 2027 have an oven fitted. So wooden drawers there. And then continuing along, let me pull this across first of all, because it's in its shower mode at the moment. So opening up on Select, the lighter wood up there on the cabinet front, the frosted window, our toilet, and again we've got this lighter wood continuing down here, the fruit bowl sink, the mirror, and then the hooks and the hangers as well. And if I slide that over, it then exposes our shower space, and it is a good shower space. I mean, there's plenty of room there. I'll just go in for headroom again with my backpack. So you can see the headroom. Now I'm 5'4", so that's the headroom space in there. And then continuing back, we have the bed, which you can see now in full effect. The bed has been lowered, and that large double bed sleeping across the camper van. You could sleep head to toe longitudinal if you're not overly tall. Otherwise, you're going to get a good night's sleep and plenty of space going across it as well. So real fantastic bed space there. Along here, you can see the cupboards. Because this is a different layout, you don't get cupboards across the back on the SGX because that's where the bed is going to go and raise up there with the straps. And then coming along, we have the Thetford tower fridge and freezer again compressor one as well. So that gives you an idea of that. So that's the SGX layout, really popular layout. Great that the bed up and down, plenty of room underneath. This Select version you can either order with this layout or a separate layout that's not got that. It's got the previous layout that we saw. The lighter wood on Select, and then the fabric finish here as well. So this not available on a pop top, but available on SLB and SGX like this, and the choice of the paintworks. So Adria Twin Select and Adria Twin Supreme. 3 layouts and all available in the pop tops as well. Hopefully you've enjoyed having a look at the new Adria Twin range for 2027. I'll put a link in the description to the Adria website. That will be updated with the new models, hopefully when I put the video out, but if not, just keep an eye on it. And these models will be on display at the NEC in October, so you can see them all for yourself. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.